It's Week 5 of the National Football League.
And we're going to look at J.J. McCarthy.
He's currently third in the NFL in passing yards.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. Pierce now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Straight to the air they go. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Broken up by a big guy at the line. And now they face second down. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They go play action on first. Finds a man right side. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. On the handoff, this is Spears. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Now the shotgun give to Spears. He's able to drive them forward into the red zone. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. 2nd and 3 now. Blowing back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So now here's 3rd and 5. Dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This throw is caught. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now looking to throw. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting him to the end zone. 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. If he does that again here, they should be winners.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Toss play, short side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Caught, nice game left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 2nd and 3 now. From the 21. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got it! Touchdown! So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Aviators start off well to tie things 7-7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants taking the field for their set. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. First down, he'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 27. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 27. That's complete to Pittman. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Pass play now. Into traffic. Complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Spears running behind center. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running it with Spears. And he's brought down for a loss. 4th down punt upcoming, Brock. And here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And the fair catch made here at the 15. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. They've got 1st down from the 31. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drive. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back now, pressure on its way. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Here's a give up the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They bring their tight end left. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the air, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. Other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6. I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. To the air now on 1st and 10. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. 2nd down now, 7 to go. She's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This one from 47 yards away. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This return makes it up to the 25. The offense headed back to the field. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. On play action now, McCarthy. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. Connecting on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Finding Pearsall. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Austin. It's the Aviators. Looking at 1st and 5. Coverage, Brock, you know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Butker knocks it through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Return's looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Now here comes the New York offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. To throw it on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing from the gun. This ball's cut by Spears. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 13. That finds Ayuk complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
We're through 2 here with the Giants overcoming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start out with a rematch of that low-scoring Super Bowl 53. New England, the winners of that game, traveling to L.A. to take on the Rams. And it's the home team who are out in front. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Devon Achane, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Aviators and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense.